Julian Leicester is also known as the cigarette slayer. Can you imagine? We see people smoking every single day, but have we actually thought about the process of lighting up a cigarette? Because in one puff, within 3 seconds, nicotine enters your bloodstream. Within 7 seconds, nicotine as well as carbon monoxide, yes, carbon monoxide, the stuff which you see coming out of cars in exhaust fumes, actually enters the brain. So what people think, gives them a rush, like a feeling of being lightheaded, is actually just poison. It's a lack of oxygen supply to the brain. We're going to talk about quitting smoking via hypnosis. And our guest today, Julian Leicester, is also known as the cigarette slayer. Well, what is hypnosis?
But hypnosis basically is a state of relaxation where ideas and suggestions are most acceptable.
A lot of people, I think, they just have a fear that when they're under hypnosis, they're going to be out of control or out of it.
Well, Jojo, it's interesting you ask, because this is what really has stopped many people from going for hypnotherapy. Now, the thing is very important to understand that in hypnosis, the onlooker may look at the person in the state of hypnosis, feels as if it's asleep, gone away to a faraway land.
But actually, they're completely conscious.
Actually,
right?
they are in a state of heightened awareness. They hear the telephone ringing, they hear everything that's been said, because they're less critical, they're in a daydream. And also in hypnosis, you can say no. So the thing is, I can't go and ask them, tell me your bank account number, remove your clothes and things like that, because it cannot. Because remember, the key thing is the person is relaxed and is more acceptable to ideas and suggestions. Also means that they are in a more heightened state of awareness.
That's right.
See, hypnotic language is to help to guide the conscious mind to go mellow, less critical, and not to interfere with the communication with the subconscious mind. That's why we use words like imagine, because imagination is the language of subconscious mind. To subconscious, any information that resides long enough, action with remarkable speed and lack of criticism. So, give an example. If you're afraid, you get goosebumps right away, not tomorrow morning.
Right.
Yes, so the same way, by putting ideas or suggestions in hypnosis, work has been done really fast. In fact, it's been proven that hypnosis has remarkable results with smoking. Yes. I had even once, a long time ago, a client who came out of it and he said, what's that funny taste in my mouth? Most people smoke because of pleasure, and I make them quit because of pleasure. All I do is basically position them, hey, here's the door, make a small twist on the knob, and out you go to freedom. To be free is basically to focus on your commitment for health. Yeah, and to be very frank, the cigarette is nothing more than dried lace wrapped in paper. How could it control a human being?
I know.
Yeah.
Let me see this thing.
Yes.
This is it,
Yeah.
Via hypnosis, do you think it's difficult for a person to quit smoking?
It's not difficult to quit smoking. It's more of a positioning that's more important. It's a tremendous realization till you make that decision to take your commitment for health to the next level.
Well, we decided to put it to the test. We found a foreign model called Fleur Gaskin, who's modeled all over the world, from Vogue Italia to Marie Claire in Holland and all over Southeast Asia. She's been smoking for about 10 years, and like many smokers, she's tried to quit several times. So we thought we would send her on to Julian Leicester, and this is what happened.
When I started smoking when I was 15 or 16, I thought I'll just smoke for a year or two and then I'll stop. By the time I'm like 20, then I'm like, yeah, but I'm only 20, I have plenty of time to stop. Now that I'm 25, I've now been smoking for 10 years.
There is the conscious mind, which is saying, no, I want to quit smoking. And there's the subconscious mind that has been bicycling in the habit. So that's why I say no, but you pick up the cigarette. And also, there is the nicotine effect that changing your mood to pick up that cigarette.
It was time for me to stop. I didn't enjoy it anymore.
I saw you 2 days after you were sent to Julian Leicester's, and you hadn't smoked. Now it's been 14 days. Have you had a cigarette?
No. The first couple of days I did think that I wanted to smoke, like then my mind would click in and I would go, oh no, I don't actually want one.
You haven't had a lot of withdrawal, cravings?
No. Honestly, that was only the first 3 or 4 days. Since then, I just completely forgot that I smoked.
Now, the thing is, most smokers know what's it like to be a smoker, but they just don't know what's it like to be here. Let's walk. There's no noise, there's nothing, it's just doing it and coming here. The difference is, you don't wait for help.
I always believed in hypnosis. I think it works. I believe it's safe, and I honestly believe that you can't do anything you don't want to do. So I think that if I hadn't wanted to stop smoking, then maybe I wouldn't have stopped smoking. You know what it is? I feel free. I'm not being held captive by the smoking.
This is where you become a non-smoker, and this is where you develop a world-class commitment for health. To quit smoking, it's not about quitting smoking, it's becoming a non-smoker.
Okay, now this is the good news, alright? This is what actually happens when you stop smoking. Within 20 minutes, your blood pressure and your pulse drop to normal. Within 8 hours, carbon monoxide levels go down, oxygen levels go back up, and your smoking breath disappears. Within 2 days, your nerve ending starts to regroup, and your ability to taste and to smell is greatly enhanced. Within 3 days, your breathing starts to improve.